Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to day 120 on the Appalachian Trail. As you can see, we made it to the drive-in last night. Actually camped right here next to this chair. There's a chair. You can rent a chair for $5 and a radio for $5. So totally worth it. Got to see the new Fantastic Four. So it's a double feature. They actually have one screen, 2 screens, 3 screens. Each screen plays a movie at 9 o'clock. And then they play a different movie after that one ends. So on the first screen was Fantastic Four, and then the second movie was Lilo and Stitch. On the middle screen, it was The Smurfs, and then Jurassic Park, which is what I started to watch until I fell asleep in my tent. And on the third screen was Superman first, and then 28 years later, which I had already seen with my son Dylan when I went back home to Florida. We took a day and went to the movies. So this little area is all where the campers were hiked. A couple hammockers. It's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, $5 rental for the radio and $5 rental for the chair. And then you had to pay $5 for the ticket or for the movie, but to camp. They used to not charge for that, but hikers kind of left it really trashy, apparently, over the last year or two. And so now they are charging for the movie. They have a concession stand, sells all kinds of stuff. But nice thing is that building right there is a grocery store. So most of us went over there, got snacks. I did get a soda from here. Concession stands are just as expensive as going to the movies back home. So anyway, the big thing today is I did not hit the state line yesterday. That's going to be hopefully today. Right now I just finished, as you can see, packed everything up. I just got to bring my chair back over. Some of the other hikers left early this morning. Some just left and went to go grab breakfast. There's a bagel place over by the grocery store. Had some slice of pizza over at the Italian restaurant. We were going to eat. I was going to sit down with some of the hikers and we were going to eat some in the dining room, but that place was so slap busy, we just said heck with it. Really cool farmers market across the street that we went to yesterday. They had really good ice cream, all different homemade goods. Beer and cider garden, so definitely cool. A little pricey, but it was cool. So, and then it's hard, like this is a perfect place. There was a guy here, he took a zero yesterday here. I mean, had a nice shaded tent spot. You got food right there, you got bathrooms here. I mean, the only thing you don't have is laundry. The town of Warwick is actually a couple miles away down a busy road. They have no public transportation, so you either have to hitch, walk, or try to get an Uber. An Uber's it's very hit or miss here. So they have a hotel you can stay there, but really shady looking. And then they have a laundromat. But there is another town. So once I get back to the trail, it's only like 2 miles from here is the state. I'll be back in New Jersey on the trail. And then it's a couple miles and I'll hit the official state line. There's another town on the opposite side of the mountain, Greenwood Lake, I think it is. I'm gonna call and see. They have a lodge there you can stay at that does laundry and stuff. I'm thinking I might try to make it to there today, because that's gonna be one of the last places in New York that you can really get easy access to a hotel or anything. So I'm thinking of doing that. I really need to do laundry before I make this next trek, because there's just not a lot of accessible towns for a good part of New York. And the ones that you do go through or go by, either don't really have options of places to stay, or they are extremely expensive. So I know one place the hikers said it was $250 for a room. I can't afford that. So anyway, we're gonna see. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for today. So I'm all packed up. Just gotta do some stretching and hit the road, and I guess put that old thumb out, try to get a ride. It's only 2.5 miles up to the trail. It is straight uphill though, so I'd prefer to get a hitch if I could. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's the plan today. So we'll see you out there. Good Monday morning again, everyone. We are back on trail from leaving the Warwick Drive-In Theater. Got a ride back to the trail parking area where we had gotten off. Some of the other people were still in town, the other hikers I was around. One guy, he's a flip-flopper. He's actually headed southbound right now. His name's Taco. Really cool guy. He's done the PCT, the CDT, so he was a lot of fun to hang around last night, along with Toe Jam. And I apologize, I'm forgetting some of the other names right this second. I will remember them later. But anyway, we had a good time. There was probably like 10 of us there last night. So, you know, it was a little difficult because the radios, you know, the antennas would go out. If you moved a certain way, the station would go out. And then, you know, when you have different movies playing, everybody's listening to different stuff. So you don't, sometimes it kind of clashes with what you're watching and listening to. So, but it's still a fun experience. I don't even know if I've been to a drive-in. It's when I was much younger and I don't really remember, but I can't really think of a time I specifically remember being at a drive-in movie. So, you know, when I used to watch a lot of YouTubers that were doing the trail well before I had planned to come out here, this was always a stop that they had, and everyone always enjoyed it. And you know, like I said, they have bathrooms, they have water spigots, concession stands. There's a grocery store right there. So, you know, some people packed out sandwiches. One guy had a whole chicken, you know, rotisserie chicken. I mean, hiker trash on the lawn at the movie. It was a good time though. Slept pretty good. Nice shaded spot. So got a little bit later of a start this morning. That's okay. We're not going super far. Good news is we are only about 10 miles. We're only like 2 miles away from the official New Jersey, New York state line. And we will be crossing another state off of our trip. So New Jersey will officially be done. Now granted, Warwick is in New York. It's right on the other side of the mountain. Right on the other side. And the trail does cross into New York a couple times out of New Jersey. So, but this will be the last time and we'll officially be in New York after these next couple miles. There's a town up ahead. It's on the other side of the mountain from where Warwick was. that it's got like this little mom and pop hotel on the lake. Cool little lake town. It's called Greenwood Lakes, New York. That's where I called. They do have availability. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I've been looking at the map. The towns up ahead are not very good for any hotel type stays. Most of them don't have one. If they do, it's more like a bed and breakfast, and they are not cheap. One place was like $250 a night. So obviously that is not an option at all. But luckily some of them do at least have laundromats, and some of them even offer a shower like at their parks. So, you know, otherwise you just have to bird bath it, which is usually what I do out here. But tonight I'm actually going to have a room. Today's gonna be hot. It's sorry, had to adjust. Today we have a lot of a big heat blast that's hitting this area. So I think the feel like temperature is 101, something like that. We do have rain projected for Thursday. That is going to cool things off a bit up here to the point that I don't think we're gonna get, we'll be maybe in the 80s during the day, low 80s, and it'll be back down in the 50s at night. So that's gonna be nice. This coming up weekend, I'll have that. Those temperatures start on Friday. So definitely gonna be looking forward to that. Just gonna be pushing to get through New York. New York, I looked it up. New York's actually like 80 or 85 miles long. And then we'll hit, I think the first town we hit and once we cross from New York into Connecticut is Kent, Connecticut. That's like the next real good place to, I think, possibly get a room. So yeah, it's gonna be welcoming to have cooler weather to hike through New York. Just have to make it through these next couple of brutal days. Today will be a shorter day because I am going into that town. It's the best option right now for me to be able to do laundry and get a shower. And, you know, I've been pushing some pretty good days to push through New Jersey. First day wasn't too bad. I mean, I've been getting at least 2 right at 15 a day, pushing to have 18 a day if possible. Some days the terrain's made it not so bad. Some days between the terrain and the heat, it's been rough. So, but that's okay. We made it. We are just about done with New Jersey, and we will be entering New York officially. So, all right, guys, I have to just keep switching with all these little trails. So I gotta get off and look at the map. And I will get with y'all later. Yeah, I just had to scramble up that. And then I guess, I don't know, it's not that way. It's actually right there. And then over, I think. Oh man. New Jersey's gonna get a last little bit out of us. Well, can't really see a whole lot because of trees. But I'm sure in the fall and the winter it's probably pretty. But lots of boulder climbs. New Jersey's like, oh, you want to finish up with me, huh? I gotcha. So yeah, it's been fun. But we are almost at that line, guys. Catch you in a bit. Whew. These climbs are kind of fun sometimes. Definitely rougher in the heat. That's for sure. But guess what, everybody? Boom. We are out of New Jersey and officially in the state of New York. That is right. We are now one more state crossed off. That makes Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey now. I think that's everybody. Man, that is awesome. Very awesome. So, we're going to go back to Jersey now. Just kidding. All right, guys. I'll see you down there. Well, crossing New York, and here's our first viewpoint. We are walking along the top of Prospect Rock. New York showing us our first little vista with some views. Holy cow. Look at that. I think that's the lake where I'm staying by tonight, but it goes up there too. But yeah, wow, that's beautiful. Look at that, guys. Gorgeous. All right, gotta keep going. Decided to climb up from down there. Now we gotta go up that. Whew. New York's giving it to us. Oh, it is hot. I'm ready to get down off this mountain, getting some AC. Water's sucked. I have some water coming up. I have a little bit left. God, the sun is just beating down on us. So, all right, guys. Hey, get into the shade. Even in the shade, it's hot. But at least the sun's not directly on me. All right. There's a big lake again. All them houses. This is what we've been walking on for the past hour. Basically, just like this. Except some through the woods. It's really hot. But not much further. And we're gonna be heading into town. Stay at that little mom and pop hotel. I'm so ready for some AC and a cold drink. I think there's a little country grocery store on the way into town, not far from the hotel. So I can probably go and just grab a few things I need on the way to the hotel. Maybe even pick up some food, because I'm not gonna feel like leaving once I'm there. So, all right, guys. I'm gonna finish this up and get down to town. We'll see you in a bit.